strong. That's about it. Anyway, this next set, we've got Scot against Wonton Warrior. So Scot PR'd 3rd in Connecticut. Also on the New England PR. I don't remember exactly where, but he's top 15 in New England. He is a pretty much solo Luigi main. We don't really see any other characters from him, except maybe the occasional Cloud pick, or I've seen his Mario once or twice, but really he goes pretty much solo Luigi. However, if there was a matchup where we might see him switch at some point, I know he's not a huge fan of this matchup, and a lot of the Macs that I know are big fans of this matchup. It can be very difficult for Luigi to get any of his pressure on Mac since he slides so far from everything with his traction. Everything's safe on shields. Luigi can't really punish things without power shields.
And everything's so quick with Little Mac.
Exactly. You know, it's one of the few characters whose frame data could really compete with Luigi. Luigi probably the best frame data in the game across the board, but Little Mac right there with him. Yeah. So Luigi sort of loses a lot of the advantages he has in most matchups. Of course, what he keeps is the insane edge guarding potential. But you know, if you're Little Mac, you're used to that.
Yeah.
if you're Little Mac, you're going to get edge guarded by the whole cast anyway. So what determines the matchup is more how easily you can kill them quickly on stage.
Yeah. Like if Wonton were to get downbeat, then that's
exactly. If you touch Mac off stage, he's gone. But I do think that this matchup is pretty good for Luigi. I know my friend Cag is very good Little Mac. He says that he used to say that Mac won this matchup easily. He's moved his opinion back to it being even to slightly Mac favor, but certainly in his opinion and a lot of the other Macs that I know, which we have way too many Macs in New England, this is a pretty good matchup for Little Mac overall. So we're getting into on a battlefield here. Max you will never see start on Smashville because that is Mac's worst stage. He cannot reach the platform. Just can't.
So hard. And I think there are some things that for Little Mac that might make the stage okay, but then
it's
again,
pretty good
platform
overall.
Camping.
So Mac has this weird thing where he needs platforms, but he also hates platforms. Because you can platform camp him fairly hard, but on this stage, he can up smash the bottom platforms, and he can up B the top platform, and then decide if he wants to fall through it or not, creating a 50-50 basically every time he tries it. So you can't really get free punishes on a lot of this stuff, and he'll get free shield pressure if you just hang out on the bottom platform there. That was a good recovery there, sweet spotting with up B.
KO punch almost on deck.
Good up B there, holding down, getting a little bit past the ledge, so we got the hitbox out. KO punch going down. KO punch not super important at this kind of a percent, though. Would have been nice for Wonton to keep it for next stock, but that's looking a little too far ahead, probably.
If you were to get the kill and have it, then it's a whole nother ball game.
Exactly. When Mac gets the kill and has KO punch, that's pretty much the scariest situation in the game. And that was a mistake right there, Wonton.
Wonton went for up
going
tilt,
for
up B.
that up tilt up B. Up tilt up B is pretty much never true. If you DI wrong every now and then as specific characters, it will work, but... And right there we see what I was talking about. Luigi slides back so much when you hit his shields. Yeah. He was trying to punish that F tilt out of shield, and he just runs right into the down tilt. Almost dies for it, but he reads the spot dodge with that up smash right there. And Scot will just barely be able to take that first stock.
Now we'll see how Scot can press his advantage.
So Scot probably going to try to back up and play defensive, but Mac can just sort of run through, get hit by fireballs, and then hit you anyway. So Luigi doesn't have the kind of zoning game against Mac that he has against some characters.
Yeah, and Luigi can struggle with all of Little Mac's armor, too.
Yeah, armor, certainly Luigi has some very good landing aerials, or very good just aerials for pressure in general. And that up smash we see right there, I believe he nared into it or something like that. So he ends up losing out to that, and now KO punch
is online.
KO punch is a scary thing.
Oh, and he got back.
Gets back on stage with KO punch still.
Scary. Scott
now
Luigi, right to the top platform.
Luigi is too floaty to get hit by like triple down tilt KO or something like that. So on battlefield he will need a couple more down tilts. But he might die to down tilt KO at this percent. Oh, yeah,
reverse hit.
And we'll get a charge F smash right there, so that'll be game 1 for Scot. Wonton just getting a little greedy right there. The down tilt sent him backwards. He went for the KO punch anyway.
Got the reverse hit, unfortunately, and that's going to be death of him.
Yeah, so I think in that situation, if he perfect pivots away, just goes for a nair read or an air dodge read or something, he might be able to get it. But he ends up going for that KO punch and missing. KO punch has a lot of lag on it, which is totally fair.
Yeah.
I am okay with this. It beats everything. I'm not mad. I've just played Cag every week for 2 years. So we're going probably to town if he didn't ban it. I was going FD. Okay. So I'm guessing probably bans town and city there. Always ban town against Mac. You will die at absurd percents.
Yeah. But FD is also really good for Little Mac because no platforms.
It is, but at the same time, it makes his disadvantage a lot harder because Mac already has very, very bad landing options. So you take away the platforms for him to land on, and this is what I meant by how he needs platforms but also hates them. Because you saw how Luigi's able to platform camp him, but you also see how Mac gets the mix-up of being able to come back to stage on those platforms. Oh, he might be dead. He's got a side B back and then try to mash down B. He didn't have a jump that whole sequence, so early stock for Wonton Warrior, and he's looking very good here in this game. The counter mix-up not going to work out there.
As you were saying before, all of Little Mac's disadvantage options are all so committal he can get punished super hard.
Yep. He's basically, when he's landing, he's either going to counter or he's not. And that's about all you got. Maybe he'll side B or something, or up B right as he lands because it's quick, but...
KO punch online.
I don't believe fireballs can get rid of KO punch. I believe a move has to put you into tumble before it can take away KO punch. He just goes for it.
Just
oh boy.
Swings. And that's
Did he jump? No, he saved his jump. Good recovery from Wonton right there. Back throw. This is going to be hard to get back though. Oh, he caught his jump with a fireball. That was beautifully done from Scot right there. So Scot one stock away from moving on. This is the same pool too. We have Scot numbers and Frozen in the same pool. We see the landing nair right there. So Little Mac has the fastest neutral air in the game. It's frame 2.
Oh, frame 2?
There are no frame 1 aerials, but his is frame 2. No one else has that. Luigi's is frame 3, which of course breaks him out of almost everything. Yeah. Max is frame 2, but it's negative on hit most of the time. It doesn't actually do a whole lot for you, but it's something. It'll get you out of a couple of combos, and it's a landing option in very specific situations. Only in very specific situations, though. Scot went for a dash attack. I have to wonder if that was a misinput there. Scot probably at kill percent for down tilt up B right now. Certainly at kill percent for a Little Mac smash attack. Those are terrifying. Oh, he goes for...
swinging for it.
Oh, down tilt up B though. That's going to kill. And this is a 1-1 set right now. So Wonton winning the game on FD, celebrating with a KO punch there. And we are going to game 3 here. Winner's quarters of this pool. So this is just round 2. And Scot already running into Wonton Warrior. Again, a matchup I know he's not a huge fan of, and a matchup a lot of Macs like. Wonton looking pretty solid overall so far. We'll see if he stays with the Luigi here. He's thinking about it. But yeah, he is going to keep with Luigi. Again, I don't really see him switch off of Luigi very often. So not too surprising. I wonder where the counter pick would be. Mac doesn't really have a bad stage other than Smashville. Which of course will be banned. Yeah. So other than that, it's sort of matchup dependent. You know, he has advantages and disadvantages on every stage. I'd say Dreamland is next worst for Mac, but he's gonna go to Lilat. Okay. So this stage can be very wonky for Mac. You know, it's terrifying to be in disadvantage against him because he can up smash through the platforms. So you don't really have any safe places to go if he hits you a couple of times. But at the same time, the ledges exist.
You can imagine that Little Mac can get Lilated super hard.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate stage in general, but. Not my decision if it's legal. So so we're still here. Well, running him with the dash attack. Fireball actually canceled it and made him able to punish the fireball on hit. Fireball is very much unsafe on hit if you're at that close of a range. Oh, he almost died to that. Good read on the roll there.
KO punch online.
Oh, I thought he was going to just go for it. Just empty hop KO punch. Oh, he went for it. I saw that read coming. He has not been afraid to use his KO punch whenever he gets a chance at it.
Yeah, he's going for a lot of raw KO punches.
Which, you know, there's something to be said for that because it puts that fear in your opponent that makes them maybe choose the wrong option at some point. And even if you don't get the KO punch, maybe you get, you know, a down angle F smash or some sort of hard punish out of it.
Wonton throwing off his extended dash dancing, which can be so useful in so many matchups for Little Mac.
I think that he was charging a smash attack, Scot was, when he got up tilted there, because he went like to the top of the blast zone from an up tilt at like 80%. Wonton tried to follow up with up B, and it was just not even remotely close. And he was so far away that Luigi couldn't even punish.
Wonton does have rage, but that's even still shouldn't be enough to send him that far.
Yeah, up tilt doesn't do that. Like but the down tilt up B will get the kill confirm right there, and Wonton one stock away from the upset here. This would be a pretty big upset here. I was up and charges the up smash right there. Mac's out of shield options, though, are very good.
Wonton getting some tilts, putting on 23% and then some.
Yep, that was a bit over-aggressive right there. Mac pressuring with back air, and then realizing that Mac should never be pressured with back air. I won't say never. I'm sure everything has a use.
Little Mac still is not an air fighter in 1.1.7.
Absolutely not. Luigi, however, is the definition of an air fighter, so it can be quite scary. I mean, he's a grappler at his core, but those aerials are crazy. He's got like 5 different ways to do 2 aerials and a short hop.
Yeah. Like, except for like back air and nair, his aerials have like no end lag.
Yeah, and nair is active the whole time even, so.
Even still.
He's got KO punch here. Scot's had him in disadvantage. He tried to just land and do it. Oh, he missed the punish on dash attack.
Doesn't get any punish off
Oh
of that.
boy. Luigi's dash attack, probably his worst move. And the F smash from Scott will take it right there. So Scott is able to hold on. Crazy set right there, though.
Yeah.
Wonton made that very, very close and was just a couple pixels away from getting the win on that KO punch. Wow, that was a wild set right there. And Scott already talking to Cagged and asking what he should do in that matchup, it looks like.